September day 5. Today I'm showing you how to make a soup in just 30 minutes. We are making sausage, white bean, and kale soup. Hello friends, if you are new to our channel, my name's Christina. I am in my sister Carrie's kitchen. My sister Carrie and I are on a mission to teach real families how to make real food at home on a budget. And we are doing a fun Soup-tember series. The first 10 days of September, we are making and showing you how to make an easy and delicious soup recipe at home. And if you love soup as much as we do, make sure you sign up for our email series, which is soup recipes the entire month long. So you can not only enjoy the ones we're making videos on, but more and more and more to come. So for today's recipe, I have linked it in the description below, as well as that Soup-tember email sign up. So make sure you check that out in the description. So this is a stovetop recipe today, and it does cook pretty quick once you get on the stove. So I do recommend that you prepare all your veggies first before you get it started. So first we will need a half of an onion. I'm using a yellow onion for this recipe. Just go ahead and cut the ends off. This one's kind of little, so you could probably use the whole one, but I have some kids and husbands that are sensitive to onions, so I'm still going to stick with half and just roll with it. And I am using our veggie chopper to chop these up quick and easy today. This is linked below. If you have not been using a veggie chopper yet, you are missing out. It's a great way to save a lot of time in the kitchen and get those veggies all chopped up. So when you do an onion in the chopper, you always want to quarter it first and then put each section into the chopper with the point end down and then chop, and you have perfectly chopped onions every single time. And now we are going to add in some celery. We are going to do something similar, just cut off the ends, and then you just want to cut the celery down so it'll fit into the opening on the chopper. This one I'm going to do in thirds just to be safe. You lay them down and chop them, and they're going to go right in with the onions. Maybe, here we go. And it is kind of nice because you know how celery can be stringy. It helps it all chopped up with the onions into nice bite-sized pieces. And now we're going to get the carrots ready. You need 2 carrots for this recipe. You want them peeled. I'm going to chop these with a knife because they're kind of harder to chop in the veggie chopper. You want them chopped small enough to where they fit onto your spoon. So what I like to do is once I cut the ends off, cut it in half lengthwise, and then lay those flat on your cutting board, and then cut those in half again lengthwise. So essentially quartering the carrot. That one wasn't great, but lengthwise. And then just hold them together for quick, easy, and then dice it from there. And that makes nice little small carrots. So it'll be easy to fit on your spoon when you're serving this soup. I'm just going to add the carrots to the container with the celery and onions because they all get sauteed at the same time. That way I don't have to dirty up another dish and it's all together. And now we're going to get the beans ready. For this recipe, I'm using 2 cans white beans. I'm using Cannellini beans, and it's great. They're about 15-ounce cans each, so about 30 total. We're going to go ahead and drain these and rinse them, so when it's time to add to the soup, they'll be ready to go. So just put them in a strainer and then rinse them off. Drain off any excess liquid. Heat a large stock pot or Dutch oven over medium-high heat. Add in 2 tablespoons of olive oil to the pan and just heat it through. So it's only going to take about a minute. Add 1 pound ground mild Italian sausage to the pan. This one there, good. Break the sausage up into large pieces and cook until it's browned on all sides. So when you're browning the ground sausage, you want to let it set without disturbing it for a few minutes to get it nice and brown. And then you can kind of flip it and get the other side from there. You can break it up into as big or as small as pieces if you would like. I like it a little bit larger when I'm working with sausage, but it's completely up to you. Once the sausage is browned, remove it with a slotted spoon. Because you want to remove the sausage but leave the grease because we're going to cook those veggies in the grease and it's going to add a ton of flavor. And add the veggies into the sausage grease, and we're going to saute these until they're nice and soft, so about 4 to 5 minutes. Just wanting these to cook until they're nice and soft. You'll notice that the onions start to get a little transparent, like you can see through them, and then it'll be about time. Add in 1 tablespoon pre-minced garlic, or you can do about 3 cloves minced garlic if you would like. Let that cook for about a minute. You don't want to put it in with the veggies because it could burn, but you do want to activate the garlic, which means you should be able to start to smell it. So you do want it to let it saute for just a minute. Add in 4 cups chicken broth, or 1 carton. This is a 32-ounce carton, which is about 4 cups. I'm going to add that to the pan. And then with your spatula or spoon, once you add the broth, make sure you scrape up the bottom of the pan to get those brown bits from the sausage up into the soup, because it's going to add a ton of flavor to your soup. Turn the heat back up to high because we're going to bring this to a boil. Add the sausage back to the pan and add in your beans that are now drained and rinsed. We're going to season our soup with a little bit of salt and pepper, a teaspoon of each. And last but not least, 3 cups kale with the stem removed and chopped into smaller pieces. Now I like using kale for this soup, but you can use baby spinach if you prefer. Just do the same thing. Remove the stems and chop it into smaller pieces. You want to stir this all together, and we're going to bring this mixture to a boil. Once it starts boiling, cover your pot with the lid. Reduce the heat down to low, and we want to let this cook for about 10 to 15 minutes until that kale is nice and wilted and cooked through. It's been cooking for about 10 minutes now. I just want to check on it. Ooh, perfect. That's what you're looking for. You want that kale still green. You can see how it's slightly discolored, but still looking green, but soft and wilted. And that's it. I'm going to turn the heat off of this, and then it's ready to serve. Now it's time for my favorite part, serving it up. Now this is amazing just as is. I have some fresh grated parm over here. I'm going to top with it when serving. Ooh, but it's so filling. Honestly, you could serve this just as is with maybe a simple side salad, or of course, your favorite type of bread or baguette, and dinner is ready. Something about just that little extra parm on top that really adds the flavor. Time for my favorite part, taste testing. It helps if you chant it, right, friends? All right, it's hot. It is so good. I got to get a second bite. 30 minutes for the best soup. If you like this one, guys, make sure you go to the description and sign up for all of our soup recipes so that you can make all of these at home. All right, friends, don't forget, like and subscribe so you never miss one of our soup recipes. We are having a lot of fun with Souptember, and we hope you guys are too. So make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss a video. All right, friends, I'm out of here because I can't talk and I got soup to eat. Thank you so much for joining me today in my sister Carrie's kitchen, and I will see you guys next time. And until then, remember, eat at home by eating on a dime. Bye, friends.